Hello, my name is HAPruitt and I am the author of Anelthalien. And in this video, I'm going to do a book review, not of Anelthalien. But before I do the book review, I want to say that it's so important to review books. If you read a book, please review it. If you buy it from Amazon, review it on Amazon. If you're on any social media, review it on that social media. It's so helpful to authors to know what readers perceive their writing as, and it's also really helpful to potential buyers to know what the book is about, because buyers value readers' opinion more than the author's opinion, because, you know, I'm going to say my book's the best book in the world, but readers may say something different. So today I'm going to do a book review of A New Beginning by Lisa Howeler. A New Beginning by Lisa Howeler is a fiction book, a Christian fiction. It's classified as a Christian fiction romance book. And I'm usually not a romance person. I don't really like romance books. Romance books don't feel realistic to me usually. And they just kind of all feel the same to me. I'm not a romantic person, so that's just me. So that's the disclaimer for this review. But first I'll tell you what A New Beginning is about. It's a sequel to A Story to Tell. You don't need to read the first book to understand. Howeler does a good job of really helping you understand the full story without reading the first book. And so A New Beginning is about, it says, can she let go of her past to find joy in her future? The main character, Blanche, is struggling to move forward in her life because of what has happened to her in her past. I don't want to give away any of the plot, and so that's all I'll really say about the plot. That's what it's about. She's struggling to move forward because she's built these walls around her to feel that, so she feels comfortable where she is at the moment in her life. And so A New Beginning, I really enjoyed this book. Like I said, I don't really like romance, but this book wasn't like a heavy romance book. It wasn't just about the romantic relationship. It was really about the struggles that lots of people have to move forward in their lives. I really liked that it wasn't just about Blanche. She had different people in her life who the story focused on also, like her sister and her best friend. They had their own struggles, their own things that they needed to let go of and move forward, and just lots of other side characters who also were dealing with things that anybody could relate to. It's a very relatable book because there are so many different struggles going on. Let me see, I wrote down stuff so I could remember what I wanted to say. I like how the book, it developed messages about God's love, hope of new life, wrestling with fear, and also belonging. It dealt with so many different things. There were so many places where I felt I could relate, and also so many places where it made me think of other people, and I'm like, oh, this person would really benefit from reading this part of the book, or the whole book. And so I think a lot of different people could relate to this book, and you don't have to like romance, because like I said, I don't like romance, but I really did like this book. It was a fun read, it was a quick read, but also it had these deep, important messages in it. And so it's just really good on a lot of different levels. I like the characters in the plot. I found myself laughing and almost crying a lot because just you get attached to the characters, and they seem like realistic people, and so you care about them, and it's really good about that. I like the prayers in the book. Every now and then Blanche or someone else prays, and it's touching to hear someone else pray like a real person in a fiction book. I liked how much the characters were definitely Christian people, or if they weren't, they knew about God. But they didn't come off as perfect. Like sometimes Christian books or Christian movies, they can come off kind of cheesy because the people are perfect. These people didn't come off as perfect. They were struggling with things. They knew God, they knew what they were supposed to do, but they didn't always do it. And so it was very realistic, like people do. We're hard-headed, we don't get it. So like I said, I don't like romance, and so that's what I say before, what I say next. There was part of the book that was very much like a romance novel, and so that didn't really thrill me any. I was like, oh, okay, this is like romance here, but it was just a small part of the book. So if you don't like romance, you'll enjoy most of the book. And if you do like romance, you'll probably enjoy the whole book. It was just a really enjoyable book. This book. Overall, I would give it 4 stars. It was a very enjoyable book. I don't give it 5 stars pretty much because it wasn't the best book I've ever read, but it was very enjoyable and very good. So I would recommend this book. If you read this book, or if you read any book, like Anelthalien, please do review books. Review books on Amazon, review books on Goodreads. It's so helpful to authors and other readers. So please read these books, please review these books, and if you've read them, please comment in the comments below and tell me what you think about them, and we'll talk about them, or any books you would recommend that I read that I review. So, thank you for watching. Bye. You can find A New Beginning on Amazon, and you can find more about Lisa Howeler at her website, lisahoweler.com, and you can follow her on Instagram at Lisa Howeler Writer. And you can find Anelthalien on Amazon, barnesandnoble.com, Kobo, in the Springfield store Redeemed, or on walmart.com. You can find out more about the book and me, HAPruitt, on my website, HAPruitt.com. Hi, if you want to know more about Anelthalien, please follow me on Instagram, check out my Facebook page, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, or visit my website at HAPruitt.com. Thanks for watching!